think after 200 odd videos, I'd have this down pat. But do you know what? I always profess to real life, real time videos. And hey, that's what you get with me. I know many of you know that. I know many of you love that. And that's what we get. Great. The Facebook notification has gone out that I'm live. This is great. And we will see who pops in and who says hi today. I am playing, hello Miss Mary. I am playing with some brand new products today. I have done my very exciting unboxing video of the butterfly bouquet bundle, and I thought I've got class on the weekend and I want to give them a bit of a sneak peek. So I'll make a sample or two, we'll see how we go, and make them together. So that's what I thought I would do. So if you are popping in, please say hello, whether you are here live or whether you are on the replay. Good morning. Oh, Deborah, I would love to go back to bed. I woke up too early and then I went ping, I'm awake. And I don't normally get the ping, I'm awake. I normally get the and roll over and go back to sleep. Yay, that's awesome. I'm so glad you ordered it, Mary. Just a reminder, the butterfly bouquet is available at the moment to demonstrators. To anyone who signs up, you can get it in your starter kit, and I am looking for team members at the moment. I'm looking for 3 team members at the moment, and it will be available to customers on the 3rd of March, and it'll be available all the way through till the 3rd of May. Hello, Miss Cindy. Good afternoon, Miss Donna. Hello, Jane. Whereabouts in New South Wales are you, Jane? Curious to know, because I'm in New South Wales. I'm on the Central Coast. I'm just north of Gosford. So yes, that's my little area of the world, and it's been raining on and off all week. I can't get any washing done. Hey Kerry, thanks for joining. Ooh, oh my God, you will love it, Deborah. I think you watched my unboxing video, Deborah, and you saw how excited I was. So now that I've got a number of you in here, I haven't moved stuff off my desk because, you know, this is me. Narromine. Oh, Central West. Have you been getting any rain out there, Jane? I will ask, because we've had rain every day this week. Like, I think we had like 10 showers yesterday. It was ridiculous. But anyway, we got filming done for David in between that. So yesterday, David was asked through one of the partnerships he has at work with an outside company to do some filming of some new it's not really software, but it's within it's technology that's available through iPhones. So we, as in I'm in the video as well, went out and just did some real life, simulated real life of how it works. So we did that locally, and we also did, well, he did some here at home. I wasn't needed for the stuff at home. So that is what that photo yesterday was about. I was actually outside doing things. Oh, I will try and send it your way, Jane. I'll try very hard to send some rain your way. I am trying to get up my video and I'm distracting myself. So yes, I've now got my replay up and I will be able to see all messages, and I'm very glad to see that I am live on all channels. So I'm live on Facebook, I'm live on YouTube, and I am live on Haps, which is where I multicast all of this. Hello, Miss Beverly, and I'm so sorry for Tuesday. There was there was a technical issue with HAPS that I couldn't put myself into landscape. Yay, I'm glad it's raining up north. That, yeah, it wouldn't go into landscape and I record, and I do prefer recording in landscape. Just it sits better with all the video platforms. Landscape works a little better, and I did have to tell my husband that, who is blind, for those of you that are fairly new around here. My husband is blind, and yeah, he said, I'm filming in portrait, and I went, no, film in landscape. So yeah, snow, I know it's pretty scary over there at the moment, Beverly. Like, for you guys this year, you've got snow and all of that, and we had all the bushfires. Well, on my side of Australia, we had all the bushfires sort of early in the year last year, where the West have had, or Western Australia have had bushfires only this month in Perth. Deb, tell us, are all the fires out? I haven't kept up with that news, sadly. Wow, Mary. Okay, butterfly bouquet. What is in this? We have the Butterfly Brilliance background stamp set. Now, nothing says that you cannot cut up these butterflies, okay? But this is a background stamp set. Then we have the matching dies, which you can get in a bundle or you can get the whole shebang. So these outline dies are one die. So you can stamp the background and then cut these out in 2 steps. Nice and easy. And then we've got all of our beautiful detail ones, and then we've got lots of textures and little butterflies. Hello Inga, thank you for joining. Hello Miss Shelley, I am doing well. Hey Kay, are you in class today, Kay? And then we have the butterfly bougie. I'm never going to say that right. We've got the paper, and I plan on cutting the paper today and doing some fun with the paper. But if you want to, oh, and the other thing we have is the Natural Touch wood grain paper. So we have the Natural Touch paper. Hey Roz. So I'm not sure if I'll use that paper today, but it might be good for stamping a sentiment on. Bougie. No, bougie. I was told it was bougie, not bijou. I'm now confused. Bijou, bougie. You guys can have that debate while I flick you around. I've got to move my stamp cleaners, which sit beautifully in front of me but are always in my way when I need to move my stand. Oh, you did card class yesterday. Okay, not a problem. And I am making these, for those that have come in a little later, I'm making these for class as some samples for Sunday. Whoops, sorry. Right, so I have class on Sunday. Hello, Laurie. Nice to see you. I have class on Sunday, and I just want to make some samples to show, share, and entice. So I will turn off the light, get rid of, sorry for flicking the screen prematurely. I'll go turn off my light, and then we will get to it. I cannot believe I just spoke for like 10 minutes before I even started crafting. Let's call it butterfly paper. I know different countries pronounce it differently. My pronunciation sounds more classy. Oh dear. I wouldn't call myself classy at all, Roz, at all. Oh my God, me classy, I was having that conversation this morning, actually. So I said I wanted to use the paper. So what I think I'm going to do first and foremost is take a sheet and die cut it out. Okay. So I do wonder, I'll do the test. No, these will not go through our mini as one piece. So it needs to go through our the Clem Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So you can see roughly how this lines up. Oh, it gave you time for a shower, Deb. I'm so glad. Yes, I am in my own class, Cindy. You know me far too well, my love. Now, with all my cut and emboss machines, I do use one of our silicone mats underneath, just to stop any slipping, because at the moment I'm using it on paper, so the rubber feet won't suction to the paper, and my rubber feet, like almost every time I need to wipe them down just because they get dusty, but I just use a silicone sheet to stop that, and that works really well. So I curl it up and pop it in here for storage. Ooh, oh, the ball and chain, Kate. Oh, I hope your life's worth living after saying that to all of us. Or maybe you'll have to pay for lunch now. Who knows? Okay, so we need a cutting plate. Ellen, a cutting plate. So what I have plate one, and then I have plate 2, which is our thin die plate. Then I have one of the plate 3s, which is the cutting plate. Now I do flip this around. All plates bow because they are put under a lot of pressure through the cutting machines, and I just keep one plate as my cutting plate, and I use it to death, and then I change it out for a new one, and then I keep the top plate as clean as I can. It does indent, but I keep it as clean as I can, so then when I pop this in, I can see what I'm doing. So I'm just squeezing the plates together so the die doesn't move. Now that had cord in the machine, so that isn't moving, and then just crank it through. If I had have grabbed that handle with both hands, it would have been easier. Okay, so that's what we're doing for now. What are the other things in this? Ooh, oh, I'm glad you played with them all weekend, Roz. I've had other assignments I've had to do. Oh, thank you. Yes, that's where I was this morning. I got the nails done. It isn't what she wanted. She didn't want the nail to turn out like that. She's used like pigment powder or glittery, shimmery pigment powder. It's not what she wanted, but I'm really happy with the galaxy look. Oh, he's already paid. Oh, you live dangerously. Hello, Miss Lisa. Hello, Jenny. Thank you for joining. Right. Okay. So let's uncover our butterflies. Oh my God, they came out perfectly. How did I line that up so well? So we've got Mango Melody. I've got the colours up in front of me. I've got the backing sheet. So we've got Mango Melody. We've got Bermuda. Oh no, Just Jade and Mint Macaron in that one. Misty Moonlight. Misty Moonlight. What's the orange? That must be So Saffron as well. This is Blushing Bride. This is Poppy Parade. And what's the pink? Magenta Madness. This one, what's the orange? Mango Melody. So this one must be So Saffron, and this one's more Mango Melody. And Calypso Coral. Aren't they beautiful? I love them. Okay. I don't know if we'll use all of them on one card, but we shall see. I wouldn't mind keeping the larger one. That was, please pardon my iPad. I was just updating it while I was waiting to go live. Okay, I'm going to pop these over here. And my drink bottle is casting a rather large shadow, so I'll pop that out of the way. Put this back on the sheet. So we're going to do card 1 first. Exactly. She wanted to try something and it didn't work for her, but I'm happy. It's not very often I actually have black nails. So, yeah. Hey, Myrtle, thanks for joining. Oh, I know, Laurie. It's gorgeous. But what I want to do, and I'll show you, I just putting these dies away, otherwise we may be living dangerously if they end up on the floor. Because we all know that is a distinct possibility here with me. Okay, so I just want to grab my trimmer because this is such a pretty background. I want to not waste any of this paper, and I want to trim it off because I can see myself using it on this card in particular. So go across as much as I can, more this piece than the one I'm currently cutting. But why must they put 2 of the most beautiful patterns on opposite sides? I know they just want me to buy more paper, but yeah, it's all good, all good. Thank you for sharing, Myrtle. I appreciate that. Now, you could use this piece as a mask if you wanted. I am not. I am going to throw it in the bin. Yes, the flip side is absolutely gorgeous, and I'll show you the full piece. That's the full piece. So it's like watercolory clouds. It's stunning. All the papers are stunning, but I've shown that in another video. So let me grab, I'm going to show you the papers now, only because I want to see, this one just calls my name. Okay. No, maybe. No, not for this one. And no. So this one is a shrunk down version of this one. And no. Okay. So let's see how we go. Yes, I did see that, Jenny. It seems to have worked, which is a lovely thing for you. Thankfully for the whole of Victoria, it was only 5 days, which is fantastic. So what I am thinking, I'm looking at what colour card base I might want to use, and I just have a feeling at the moment that the Natural Touch wood grain paper won't work, but this may work beautifully for a sentiment, this strip here. As I said, I don't think I'll use this one, but I think this one will go well. She thinks. Oh, thank you, Myrtle. I'm going to have to catch a replay. Oh, no, Kate, not a problem. I'm glad you had a great lunch, and or will be having a great lunch, and we will talk soon. I'll see you in the next video, Kate. Just looking, I don't think I want to use this one. I know what I want to do, and possibly not that one. Or maybe I do need to use that one. 1, 2, 3, and then pop the little ones in between, and then make a simple card with our bold. Okay, so color wise, I think because we've got the white borders, a white card will look really, really pretty and simple, because, you know, keeping it simple is black. Well, yes, we are a bit inspired by my nails. Okay, black it is, black it is. Everything will pop on black. And just because I'm smart, I have pre-prepared one earlier for myself. Thank you, past Ellen, for helping future Ellen now. I do always thank myself when these things happen. And I am thinking of cutting down this card front and putting a strip of this like underneath. That's what I'm thinking, like of this pattern. So how much, what, that's actually a really nice width. That is, if I took a 2-inch strip, that would work really, really well. See, I work in inches and in centimeters, even though our cardstock is in centimeters. Well, is in, yeah, we're non-imperial. So if I take, let me make sure I'm on the 2-inch line here. So I've taken 2 inches off the card front, and what I want to do is then take 2 7/8. So then I get all the colors. I do miss out on this blue, but I make, which is the Misty Moonlight, but I'll probably stamp my sentiment in Misty Moonlight to bring that in. And what I kind of want to do is, no, I'll make it go the full length but have the black on the side. That'll make life really, really easy. So this will sit in like that. And then I will cut a strip of this, the whole, oh, and I'll need to put a white panel in here as well. That's okay. So thinking out loud, my lovelies. So this is, if I make this piece 2 inches as well, I kind of do want to cover the whole front. So what I might do is stick it on and then just trim it off. So then it's perfect, hey? That might be easiest for that one. Oh, black goes with everything. And my nail lady, because we're fairly new to each other, she goes, can you do black nails? I went, yeah, I can do black nails. She put them on and she went, oh, you can do black nails. It's just I often don't do black, but I love. And when we were choosing colours together, I went, oh, those colours go with the card I'm going to make today, which was a bit fortuitous. And then I think our scraps of paper I will use to make a second card. And so far, I'm only using the pattern paper. I'm being very bold here, and I am getting glue. I should be using my sticky silica mat. And if I use it on a diagonal, that will be perfect. So what I do is generally pop it upside down and I just smooth it so we hit all the edges. And then I can just come in with my trimmer and trim this up, because that makes life, oops, I'm going slightly into the card. There we go. And then this way. No, I'm in the card. There we go. So what I just did then, I closed, I'll show you what I did. I closed this, had the blade halfway, and I pushed the card in so it hit the blade. So then I knew I was on the exact edge of the card, which apparently, oh, I just cut it non-square. Oh, that's okay. All good. We'll ignore that. Okay, and because I cut that odd edge, I will just need to make sure this edge, just smooth that edge out so you haven't got it cupping up, you've got it smoothed out. Hello, Miss Jamie, how are you? Oh, you're going away, Jenny. That will be lovely for you, Jenny, to go away. Okay, that is all good. So now just going to pop my trimmer to the side for a titch. Yes, thank you, Jamie, for asking that question. That was my next question. Where are you going? Okay, so now we're going to put our little butterflies. This card may not end up with the sentiment at all, but it is my, I'm not using dots today, girls. I don't know why, don't ask me. Now I need to do this with the card closed because I want those strips just so it I totally bodged that card base big time, girls. I'm going to have to trim down the height of this card slightly. Bodged it big time. That's okay. So you can see we have our two sides, and what I want to do is I want to curl our butterflies. So with a bigger butterfly, I would go through and curl the individual wings. We're leaving our yellow one for the moment. Oh, Phillip Island, nice. So Phillip Island is an island off the bottom of Australia, which is why Jamie is mentioning penguins, because penguins live on Phillip Island. Because they're a penguin. Now, this is me just having, thank you, Beverly, I appreciate that. Penguins do live elsewhere other than Australia and Antarctica, don't they? They live in the bottom of Africa too. Hello, Bobby. So, do penguins live in the wild in other places in the world is my question. I'm pretty sure they do, but I just need to check. We're all here, Bobby. We've just been waiting for you. Hello, Miss Jeannie. Thank you for joining. I didn't see you on here. Okay. That was not such a smart idea, Miss Ellen. Right, so we've fixed the bottom. Now we just need to fix the top. So to fix the top, we need to do some surgery. It's just a tinsy bit. We will see if that worked. I detest black cardstock and cutting off tinsy bits. Okay, so I don't know if you can see how this paper has pulled forward in cutting. Hopefully you can see that edge, but I'll show you how I fix it with a trimmer. And I do need to get a piece of white in here for us to write a message on. So I just literally take my bone folder and do that. And we have a bodgy bit which I need to fix with a pair of scissors, because I find black cardstock incredibly fibrous. And I think Bobby and I have spoken about black cardstock in the past, and all the paper starts the same, but the properties of the paper change, I think, in the dyeing process. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jenny, that your internet is playing up. David's apologising for his alarms going off in the background. A bit hot today. Did watch penguin shows. Okay. Hello, Miss Maria. Okay. Haven't spoken sentiments yet. We're not quite there, but I like this base. So this is this side of that paper. So I want to say this is like Just Jade Bermuda Bay. And I kind of want to, maybe I want pink in the middle, blue at the top, mimic the way the colours are here. So I don't know if that'll work because the blue is kind of missing. That works. So I think I want to stick, we are not going to have room for a sentiment on this card unless I do it on the inside. I don't think this card will need a sentiment at all, but I will do this and then add in our two smaller butterflies. And then we'll look at the papers that we have left over and use our big one. Or we'll grab new paper. You know, who knows? Come on, Mr. Laptop, play nice. Jeannie, if you're watching me on Haps, you will be able to see, because I can see you're watching me on Haps, you will be seeing everyone who is watching. Okay, so I just want to put blue on one edge of the butterfly because one is going to be free and not stuck down. So I do also want to kind of angle the butterflies so they just look a bit more natural and not so regimented, because in real life butterflies don't necessarily fly straight. Okay, So this one can go a bit more in this direction. Please excuse my stomach sounds if you just heard that. I did have something to eat not long before I went live. And now I get all my digestion sounds. Such joy. Okay, God, I love this paper. And it was so very easy because I literally cut out the pattern paper with one die. How easy is that? Of course, I could have stamped the background stamp, and that would have looked beautiful as well. Okay, now I just want to use a single dimensional. Oh, I do have my edges of dimensionals that I have left. They will work really, really well for this. Scissors are probably where they're meant to be living. Thank you, Mary. As I say, anyone can get this now by joining, or if you're lucky, or if you are a demonstrator, there's no luck about it. You can get it as part of joining right now, or you can order it pre-order as a demonstrator, but it comes out on the 3rd of March to customers. So, right, they are done and ready. So do you like the patterns that I chose? I just thought it was nice to have these butterflies in the background and then our more prominent butterflies in the foreground. And it's a bit of a fun fold. We did ascertain that it is not a fancy fold. It is just a fun fold. I don't mind popping these off to the side, actually. I was going to keep them in a line, but I really don't mind. And see how these are very close in colour, and just popping this pink in between, and I have put it slightly under, and that just makes it look a lot more natural. So I think that's, I don't know, I feel like it needs something. It's okay, we'll embellish at the end, but for the moment I'm happy with this. I'll just say for the moment I'm not 100% happy. I'm not sure, and I do need, because I've cut the yellow out of this, I don't know if that's too busy, or we could pop a piece of vellum under it and then like do a sentiment on that. Or a sentiment, a teeny sentiment on that. Now, let me grab my vellum because it definitely needs to sit on something. Vellum scraps I want. No, I don't have any vellum scraps big enough. So a full sheet of vellum, well, this isn't a full sheet. Thank you, Miss Jeannie. No problems. Have a good day at work, sweetheart. Okay, what I want to do is see if that's, oh, I think I have to punch it to see. If not, I can grab another shape because, you know, I say it, but I have plenty of vellum. It will be one day I would have forgotten. Oh, yes, Roz. Roz, that is a great idea. Yes. And that's a good way to use the paper and it all ties in. You're a genius, Roz. Okay, so you can see how that just mutes that pattern paper underneath. And of course, we're going to run. Now, you can do this with the bone folder. I can't do it with the bone folder. I can only do it with my nail. Don't ask me why. So I think, and obviously putting it on a dimensional does give it enough pop, but I do need to check the sizing of this because I'm being thrown off just a little bit. Okay, so that is actually a full card. That's like the width of a full card, just by cutting that off without even realizing it. So I don't want it the width of the full card. I think I do want to put it on a black. So I'll bring it in a full centimetre. Oh, David's asthma is playing up today. I think I want to cut the top because I do still want that tiny bit of yellow at the bottom. And we'll still have all the colours. We just will have just the tintiest pop of yellow at the bottom. And I think spatially this will give me much better. Much better. Yep. I like that a lot. So dimensional. I might even use 2. I'll splurge and use 2. And then I can hide our glue under there. Yay, Deborah. Deborah, had you run out or you didn't own any at all? David's running across the house. Have you set every alarm in the house, Mr. Woodbridge, to go off? And what an odd time for it to go off. It's not even like 1:45 or anything. Now, I just want to center this on the circle. Hello, Susan. Thank you for joining. We are playing with the Butterfly Bouquet Suite, which is available very soon. Making up some samples for class on Sunday. And if anyone is local to me, I possibly have a few spaces left. Now, we're going to be brave. Use the tinsiest bit of wet glue. Just a tinse, not enough to buckle anything. And I'm going to pop that about there. So it's about 3/4, about 1/3 down. And then we have, I don't know about this bit. I don't. But that's okay. That's okay. Now, you said, do you know what? You know how you were talking about, Roz, using this on the inside? I can't because I'm using it as my card front. And the other piece has that. So I will have to use a piece of white, but using the back side of this paper on the inside is a bit genius. I do like it a lot. Okay, now let me look at some sentiments that are a bit strippy that I have. Okay, I have lots of butterfly. Let me, because there are no sentiments in the stamp set because it's just a background stamp. And what do you think? Do you think I should use this watercolorish paper? While I'm looking for sentiments, tell me if you think I should use this paper. Because I did just think I do have a couple of awesome happy birthday, very simple happy birthday stamp sets. So I do have one that'll go really nicely on the blue, and I'm sure I've got a bit of a larger one that will go in the other one. I'm just having a look. So just talk amongst yourselves. Tell me what you think. Do have a nice congratulations. I'm loving the happy thoughts stamp set at the moment. But I've also got the sweet, I don't think the sweet ice cream will quite work. It will just. Oh, those wobblers would be so good on the back of this butterfly. Yes. Hello, Miss Linda Dalkey, my upline. How are you today? Yes, I am still live, Myrtle. Hello, Margine. I'm very impressed that you've bought vellum and you're going to give it a try. Hello, Miss Linda. Hello, Rose. I haven't seen you in forever. What am I missing? Makeup Pop, the blue piece. What about the yellow end? Yes. The yellow end will work with this happy birthday in the midnight, the misty moonlight. I always want to call it midnight news. Hello, Miss Heather. Thank you for joining. So I think we'll just go simple, but I'll still matte it on the black. And I still need to, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to pop this in here so you can all see that card closed. That's a hack. That's just a piece of painter's tape in a loop. Yes, I like that, and I think I'll use this happy birthday so I can put the sweet ice cream set away. But Roz, you did have an awesome idea using, and I'll show you what it would have looked like. Yeah, that would have looked really nice on the inside piece, but alas, we cannot. Okay, we're going to be brave. Do this happy birthday. I love this happy birthday. It's so simple. And do you know what? It's only actually ever been inked up using Misty Moonlight. You call it me. I'm so glad I'm not the only one that calls it midnight news. Oh, that's okay, Heather. Look, Heather, I pretty much verbally speak everyone's comments anyway, so you're kind of not missing out because you're hearing everyone's comments. That's okay, Rose. I still appreciate you watching. I'm so glad that today you have caught me live. I've just grabbed a scrap piece to do a test stamping on. Perfect. That's why I love this happy birthday. And if it doesn't work, we'll have to use the blue end. But you know, we shall see. I do kind of want to get both ends. Hold it for the ink to transfer. I'm not breathing at the moment. That's pretty good. But do you know what I'm thinking? Because I didn't do it totally straight. Ink pad out of the way. What I can do, we'll see if this works. This is our classic label punch. Yes, we can. Classic label punch. That gives it a bit of a pizzazz. And we can straighten it up at the same time. And you wouldn't know I stamped it crooked and we're still getting all the colour that we wanted and not wasting much of that pattern paper at all, considering it was a scrap. And then I can pop that on dimensionals. Pop it on a black card base, and that is that card done. And we have made 2 cards in less than an hour using pattern paper. Woohoo! And we haven't even used 2 pieces of pattern paper because I still have these bits left of the pattern of the 2 pieces. So I could get a whole nother card out of 2 pieces of pattern paper, and I didn't even plan it. Okay, let's grab a piece of basic black cardstock and just do a regular card base. Yeah, Shelley, I just find often the first stamping of a card, like first stamping of a stamp, is your bodgiest one. So I don't want it to be bodgy, so I stamp it off. And then I can see if the stamp needs cleaning, because you know, sometimes you just get busy. Hello, Miss Glenda, how are you? Oh, that isn't quite the orientation I wanted, but it will be fine. Okay, future Ellen will thank me for that card base. Have my bone folder here. Look, all matching. I've inspired myself getting mostly black nails today. Although I did know I was playing with this set, so I knew it already had basic black in it. Okay, and I am using dotty dots for this, so don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my glue. Well, they're not glue dots, they're glue dotty dots. I try to stick with Facebook Live once a week and 2 YouTube videos. Wow, that's good. No, I can't do, I can only do lives on YouTube, Heather, via the Hats app. I can't do them any other way at this stage. Oh, I like that I cut that down that bit more, so you get that really nice bold black border. I really like that. Now we're going to need mini, no, we may not need mini dimensionals. I need to put that other stamp set away. We should be able to just use our edge piece here while we're using up our bits. So sometimes you don't need mini dimensionals and you can just use the edge for a shorter, thinner piece of dimensional. That's going to, because I've stamped on the pattern paper and not cardstock, it will support it really, really well. Now, with this one, I still need some embellishment. I pretty much own all the embellishments in the catalogue, so, you know, throw me out your suggestions while I do my white cardstock. Pearls, I could do pearls, I could do some rhinestones, I can do lots of things. Oh, I'm very glad, Glenda, that my dot system for the Tombow works so well for you. Because this is small, I'm going to use my scissors to center it and pop it into place. So the design of this card, our second card, is actually very, very simple and something I go to all the time. A sentiment, but the paper and the colors really just makes it pop. I really like that, although that happy birthday is not straight because I haven't really, that's, let me see, yes, that's better. So that's that. I need a white insert for this and I need a white insert for this. Oh, the other one's too busy. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Oh, I have had the mugginess here, Phoebe. Yeah, welcome. It's actually an unusually cool day for the middle of summer here. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to close this ink pad because we are kind of tempting fate. So, Ruth, I know opal pearls. Yes, yes, yes. Rose, matte black. Actually, I will. We could use a mixture of the matte black, but I haven't used the matte black yet. I could even add some matte black to this one. Okay, white cardstock first before I get too carried away. And I have a nice big scrap. So I will, everything's in the way. Okay, so I'm just doing a slightly smaller card base. So then it's ready to write in and I don't need to think when I go to writing this card. Okay. No, I can sacrifice that piece of paper. I love that they're not glossy as well. Matte black sounds good. Okay, I will get out both still, but I really like those suggestions, ladies. Thank you so much. You know I love and appreciate your suggestions. So for the inserts, I tend to just put glue at the top. I generally don't put it everywhere. Don't ask me why, but I don't. Now I could have stamped this on the inside, just in a very soft colour to write on. That would have looked really good. The Butterfly Brilliance just stamped very softly in even in the like mint macaron. That will, or even the yellow. So then you can just ride over it. A bit of bling butterfly heads. I don't have any butterfly heads. Sorry, girls. I have to have a drink. Okay. So I can take off my piece of painter's tape. That always comes in handy. That is now securely stuck where it needs to be. Uncover my... That sentiment also would have looked good in black, but I wanted to pull in that blue. Hindsight, I should have used black, but oh well. It doesn't look terrible as such. Okay, so I want to go... If I go 5 centimeters, that will work really, really well. And we're going to use a whole strip because we used a whole strip here. So we're going to go full height, but not full width. So just trust me here. I'm saying that to myself as well. Or saffron, yes. Saffron would look good as well. But I'm just keeping it simple. I'm using that same scrap of paper because no one's going to see it. It's just so you can write something to the recipient, because when you close it, I do like that you've got that. You've got the black to give you some, which is why the matte black dots will look really good on this, because it gives your eye a place to rest. Oh, Angie, I'd prefer not to have summer, full stop, thanks. I'm not a fan of summer. And I only just turned off the heater under my desk. See, I have trouble doing squiggles. I really, really do. Yes, sorry, I just went quiet because I'm concentrating. So I still want it to visually look good, but I don't want the white to pop out from our minimized card front. Okay, and then we're blinging it up. Well, not blinging, but we're embellishing. Let me just see if I can. No, I can't because of that butterfly. That's okay. I'll be smart and I'll use my long scissors, because I think that's where I got myself into mischief last time, not using these long-handled scissors. There we go, perfect. So that's the inside done. Once again, I wouldn't have stamped the butterflies because we've already got the butterflies, so that's a place to write to whoever, happy birthday, blah blah blah. But I will grab back this piece of painter's tape. It's just going to make embellishing a little bit easier when these cards are closed. And look, I have another one here. It's something I learnt from non-Stampin' Up person, Ms. Zilski. I went, oh my god, that's such a good idea. Now let's find, these are my opal rounds. We're just grabbing them out. And then I'm finding my matte black dots. I swear I bought them. I swear. I know I've bought them. Adamant, I've bought them. If I haven't got them, I may just cry. But I'm pretty sure I did, because I thought how unusual they were. Aha, matte black dots, got them. Got them. Okay. Awesome. But I really think the matte black will look. These are pretty. These are really, really pretty, the opal rounds. And they are, I'll pull it off the backing. Let's see if I can. So you can see they are transparent. Let's see if I can pull this up. Louisa's puppy dreaming and banging the wall. I just flung one off and I don't know where it went. So you can see these are quite transparent, and that's lovely, but I think we just need the black as a neutral for our eyes to rest, because Roz did mention that she preferred this one because it was less busy. So let's add some places for our eyes to rest and guide you around the card, because if we guide you through the card, it will be, I think it visually makes it a more pleasing experience. Thanks, Miss Cindy. Okay. Large, small. There is no medium size. Okay. So I go in and I add my large ones first. So I kind of want to make some clusters. I want to leave this side alone. So I am definitely looking, and I don't want them in the same line. So I've sort of, I may add, I'm not sure. And for this one, I may use the opal rounds on this one. But let's just do one card at a time. So 2 and 3. So we've filled in that space there. So we're looking at odd numbers. So at the moment we have even numbers, but an odd number of clusters, which could work, but I kind of want to move. I like this one here because it trails your eye down, but I kind of want to put something in this area as well, because decisions. Look, I can always pop it there and see if I like it, because I have so many of these, it's okay to use them. See, I'd have to go a different. Because if I put them there, they're all in a column. You can see my dilemma, girls. You can see my dilemma. Oh, Roz, you can't forget about the matte black dots. You can see how they've really lifted this. Okay, do you know what I might have to do? Because then this is still a visual resting place. So 3, 3, 2. So that's 6, 8. That left the glue behind, which kind of isn't what I wanted. Okay. Don't you love how I curse my craftings? Now, that. What do we think of this one with the 2, 4, 7 dots? I may just, because this one is lighter in colour. I did leave the glue dot there though. So the one here actually doesn't have the glue dot, or one of them doesn't have a glue dot. They all seem fairly secure. This one must not. No, it doesn't. So let's see if we can reunite the glue dot here. Doesn't want me to pick it up. Okay, we've reunited the glue dot, and then let's see if we can pop it back on the sheet. This may not work. I may just need to sacrifice it, but apparently I'm feeling frugal, apparently, which normally isn't my thing. I just want it to stick on the sheet, but it wants to go everywhere except for on. Right, I've saved it, maybe. We'll see how that one works. The large bar, but on the right of the card. I don't know if this one's going to play now because I've moved it. I see what you mean. So just that peek out connection. I really like that. That was really, really good advice, Roz. You're on fire today. No problems, Heather. Thank you for joining. No problems, Barbara. Barbara, you are still live, but yes, you can go back and watch the replay to grab what you missed. Okay, we're definitely using opal rounds here. Definitely. Oh, like, look at that. Yes, opal rounds on this one are a must. But we're going to use less because we don't need more. Where the other card needed the direction, this has such a good focal point. We just want to enhance that focal point. I so want to add more. So I might add a cluster of 3 down here because, you know, and then cluster of 2 up there. I think they're a bit far apart though. Just bring them in a bit more so there's a bit more connection. So you can see how those opal rounds are there, but they're not distracting. Where here, the matte black dots trail your eye down the card and give you direction rather than everything hitting you in the face at the same time. So I'm hoping I gave you a bit of embellishment help there and why certain things help other than others. You love the flutter. I like the flutter of the butterflies as well. I'm a butterfly fan and always have been. I think I've owned all the Stampin' Up! Butterflies. I will have to share as part of my 10-year anniversary one of my original butterfly cards. It wasn't in my plan to share, but I think I have to share it. So let's go over what we used today because we didn't actually use the stamp set. What we used is right, I've got a fair few scraps here that I need to corral, but I'm definitely thinking of popping off and making a 3rd card with that pattern paper. So we used the Brilliant Wings dies. We have used both the matte black dots and the opal rounds. We've used a couple of punches, but namely the classic label punch. Thank you, Roz. Thank you, Donna. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm helpful. Thanks, Phoebe. Thanks, Kerry. Thanks, Miss Margine. And we did use the, oops, I need to close it. We did use the Brushed Blooms stamp set just for the happy birthday sentiment, and we used the paper. So we used this beautiful, I don't even want to say it, the Butterfly Bougie, because that's how I've been told to say it. Oh, thank you, Miss Jane. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Glenda. Yes, So I just wanted to have a play, but this is my first play. You know I will play more with this. And I will play with the stamp set as well. And I definitely need to cut these detailed butterflies out of vellum, of course. You knew that was happening. Out of vellum, it will look beautiful and perfect. Thank you. I love this suite too. So you can get this suite now by adding it to your starter kit and joining my team. You can join just as a discount shopper and you get 20% off all your future purchases. So you can add this to your starter kit, or if you are already a demonstrator, it is available now, so my team can purchase this now, or you can wait till March, the 3rd of March, and order it as one of my customers. So thank you so much for hanging with me today. Yeah, we're a bit over an hour, about on time. Oh, good, I'm glad. Try the ombre paper. I will try the ombre paper as well, Rhonda, but today was not the ombre paper's day, but I'm sure I can make it work. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you, thank you. Okay, guys, I will be back next Tuesday. I haven't checked my diary, but I do try and keep my Tuesdays and Thursdays free. Oh, hi, Jenny there. I didn't see you in here. Hello, Heather, in Goulburn, lovely part of our state. I have been there many, many times. My pleasure, always happy to share. And it was sharing with a purpose for me today, getting these, just having some samples for class on the weekend. So I hope everyone has a great weekend. I know I will on Sunday with my class girls. And yeah, any questions at all, please ask, especially about joining. If you had any questions, I am always here. Yes, you did just catch the end there, Jenny, but the replay will be on Facebook and on YouTube for you to watch pretty much straight away. My pleasure, Rose. We'll catch you guys next week.